Today's video is sponsored by Swit Airsoft.com.
Добро пожаловать на канал Airsoft Mike на YouTube.
In 1961, the original PK was introduced. Since then, in 1969, it has been upgraded to the PKM and is still in use with Russia's armed forces and other armed forces worldwide. Today, I unbox the A&K Airsoft representation of the original PK. Yes, and I mean the original PK, not the more common PKM. There is a difference, and I would just like to say a huge thank you to Swit Airsoft.com for sending this one out to me.
Благодарю вас.
So when you open the box, the first thing you will see is this nice colour brochure. And there's a little bit of an instruction manual within that brochure, but nothing too heavy. Oh, wow. Oh, oh my gosh, come, take a look, take a look. And if you look hard enough, right at the bottom of the box, beneath the foam, is an unjamming rod. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep, confirmed. This beast is heavy. Right, I'm just gonna go and set it up on this table. I'll be straight back. Would you look at this baby? Oh my gosh. And everything is to scale, real metal, real wood. Right, so as you can see, this thing is absolutely epic. The length of this is just so intimidating. So, first thing I need to do is to get this box mag ready. So let me just show you how this works. Unlike my M249, this box mag feeds directly from here, straight in to the PK, which is great because with my M249 there was a little hose where you can see the little BBs going up into the gun. Not so with this, so that pretty much makes this look so much more authentic and realistic, especially if you buy some dummy rounds on a belt. Now, let me tell you now, this isn't the correct rounds for this. I'm only going to show you this just to give you an idea of how it would look, but I do have the correct rounds on order and they'll be coming soon. So there will be some little follow-up clips on Instagram with this, with the proper rounds. So, with this box mag, as you can see, it's got a representation of the actual rounds that goes with the real deal. Now, as you may have gathered, this box mag will automatically feed your PK using the power switch on the base. So I've got this battery pack already charged and ready. I'm just using this standard 9.6 volt battery. We'll go into what other batteries you could possibly use for this a little later, or I'll just put that information down in the video description. The first thing we want to do is to drop your battery pack in that compartment right there. And also in this compartment is your black connector that will connect to your PK. We'll get to that in a moment, but first I just want to show you where you feed these cables, because you want to be careful not to get them snagged or cut inadvertently by this steel box mag. Now if you look on the top of this box mag, you will see this cover here, where you would normally have your real rounds fed if this was the real thing. Of course, I'll be having the dummy rounds fed through there. However, if you open that up, that's where you can feed your cables through. Now the great thing again is, once you've got these cables through, you will connect this to your PK But having those dummy rounds, now those dummy rounds, yes, it makes it look cool and it looks fantastic for filmmaking. By having a set of dummy rounds here, it almost completely conceals your cables. But again, these are not the correct caliber. The correct ones will be coming soon. And then you can get 5,000 BBs and fill it up. Oh, 5,000. So looking at the top of the mag again, you can see how this would connect to your PK. Basically, you hook this part on first to the bottom of the PK, then you've got a spring-loaded section right here that will make sure it clamps on securely. Now, before I put the box mag on, I want you to appreciate how heavy this whole setup will be. So it's not something you're really going to want to be running around with, okay? You're going to be set up somewhere, putting down some suppressive fire for your teammates during gameplay. However, if you fancy yourself as an Arnie or a Rambo, yeah, run around with it if you want. But check out the weight of this bad boy right here when it's filled to its capacity with BBs. That is literally heavier than most airsoft guns. This is just the box mag filled with BBs. Hold on. So the next thing we have to do is to locate the PK's cables so we can connect it to the battery pack. Now, you just have to open it up from the top, just like the real thing, just like a regular AK. And there it is. So there you go, you've got your cable with a Tamiya plug that will power your airsoft machine gun. And then right here, sitting right next to it, let me just pull it up so you can see it. That's the cable that will connect to your box mag. That will power your box mag so that it can continually feed your machine gun, or just feed it when you pull the trigger. So you just want to pull the cables through so that they're free. And down there, I don't know if you can just about see that. There you go, there's your fuse. So you have an option here. You can do your cabling the way I just showed you, or if you're not going to use any dummy rounds, you can have your cable over the feeding tray. Right, shall we go through the features and the build? Yeah. As you can see, it's got a beautiful real wooden stock here. Now this being the predecessor to the PKM, on the buttstock you have this metal butt plate that has a little compartment but no shoulder rest. However, on the top of the buttstock you have what looks like a sling point. By the way, I wouldn't use it as one, just use your sling around the stock itself. This is in fact a little tool that unscrews so that you can adjust your front sight. And then you have this nice real wooden grip. And then we get to the metal section of your PK machine gun, where you have your trigger guard, your trigger, your mock charging handle. With this one, let me just show you, you move it back, it stays back. And to get it back, you just push it back. Now, Is this PK reminding you of anything? It's got the basics of an AK. So, as I showed you before, on this top cover, you can open it by pressing this button here. And not only will that give you access to your gearbox, it also gives you access to your hop-up adjustment. And then we move on to this awesome looking rear sight, which is surprisingly fully adjustable. So, apart from doing your elevation, which you can move up and down, you can see the scale there. Apart from doing that, look, if I hold that up, and if you pull this piece out here, you can also adjust your windage by turning it, and this sight right here where you look through will move left or right. And then of course we get to this awesome box mag made out of steel, and again, this handle, I love that it's not just some piece of plastic or something like that. It's proper fabric. It's almost like a Cordura type thing. And then you have your wooden carry handle. And then we get to this awesome looking, partially fluted outer barrel. Now, this being the PK version, it will have your fluted barrel here. On the PKM, it's not there. However, if you go online, you will see photos depicting a PK, but it will have the title PKM. There's somewhat confusion between the two, and it's easily done, but this Airsoft version is the original daddy before the PKM. This is the PK with the fluted barrel. Then underneath that fluted barrel, you have a section here where you can change the rate of fire. Although I don't know how effective that really is. I would suggest it probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but I'll let you know later. And then we have this very sturdy foldable bipod. And at the business end, you've got this epic looking flash hider. Okay, let's flip this around to the other side. What a beauty. So on this side, all there is really to show you is your fire selector switch. And that only has two modes. It's either on safe or full auto. Oh, awesome. And you also have your ejection port, which actually does open. Now let's see if I can do this with my gloves on. Yes, look, your mock ejection port. And in the real world, when your ammo belt is being fed in from this side, once the rounds have been ejected, your belt is expelled from that side. And I love that they've actually put the flap here too. Oh, and look, it even has the regulator. And I just love how many parts of this, it being a Kalashnikov, reminds me of the AK, the AK-47. I mean, this part here is pretty much like an upside down AK-47. Literally. Let me turn this upside down. Look. First thing I've got to do, as always, is make sure this actually fires. So here we go, iPro. Okay, take it off safe. Here goes. Because this bad boy has up to 5,000 BBs in it, so 5,000 rounds, I'm gonna keep firing until this target is completely destroyed. So I'll start off in the center, but then I'll let it wreck the rest of this target area. Let's do this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! If I've ever said oh my gosh before in the past, forget all of that. This and this airsoft weapon alone, the PK, only deserves an oh my gosh of enormous proportions. Oh my gosh! Non-stop suppressive. Oh man, I can't even speak. Okay, at this point, I want to show you how many BBs are still left in this box mag, even though it appeared as if I was firing this thing forever. So it'll be a good point now to show you how to get the box mag off. Simply, that piece right there, you pull that back and it releases the mag. Nice. Right, let's have a look. I'm guessing it's probably only half full. Oh my goodness. It's almost as if I wasn't firing anything. Look at all of those BBs left. Wow. I would say that's well over 4,000 still in there. Well over. Amazing. Okay, let's chrono this thing. Right, you know the drill. I'm in the UK, we've got certain laws over here, so I've had this downgraded. But out of the box, this would normally shoot at around 400 FPS. Legally nice. So, there you go, people. This is the epic A&K PK machine gun. This thing looks so authentic. It works flawlessly. I am trying my hardest to find something to say about it that is not good. Literally, I can't find anything yet. I need more time with it. I'll take it outside to the outdoor range also. But this thing is awesome for movie making, for reenactments, for gameplay. Oh my gosh, I can't recommend this enough. I'm still, as I'm doing this outro, trying to think of something negative. A con. Oh wait, I've got one. You know those two buttons on the base of the machine gun where you could change the rate of fire? I'll be honest with you. I really didn't see much of a difference when I tried to press up or down or slower or faster. Anything else? Yes. If you're gonna grab yourself one of these bad boys, make sure you've got more than one battery pack with you during gameplay. This thing eats batteries for dinner. Anyway, no, that's it. Thanks again to switairsoft.com for sending me this awesome piece. Check the video description for a direct link to this product. Thanks for watching and catch me next time on the Airsoft Mike YouTube channel.